All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving our praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Racha Kodash, double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this morning's lesson, I wanted to read the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verses 19 to 30, concerning Timothy and Epaphroditus, two men who served with the Apostle Paul in the ministry. All right. And we all know about Timothy. Okay. Timothy, um, Paul said he was like a son to him in the faith. Okay. This brother Epaphroditus, who also was with Paul, man, and helped out in the ministry. Okay. And so I just want to read this small passage here, man, concerning these two men. And Lord willing, this be edifying, man, I'll close out here. So this is Philippians chapter 2. I have it in the Christian Standard Bible. And it says Timothy and Epaphroditus. So this is Philippians 2 and 19. It says, now I hope in the Lord Yahweh to send Timothy to you soon, so that I too may be encouraged by news about you. So, Paul was sending out men, in particular Timothy in this case, to the different churches, man, all right, that he had established all through the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right? It says, for I have no one else like-minded who will genuinely care about your interests. All seek their own interests, not those of Yahushai HaMashiach. So, Timothy, all right, Paul speaks highly of this brother, okay? That he's a like-minded brother, meaning that he, he was like Paul, that he truly cared about the church, man. Okay. It says, but you know his proven character, because he has served with me in the gospel ministry like a son with a father. Okay. He served with Paul, man. He labored. Okay. And one thing we know about being around the Apostle Paul, man, you can be a foot dragger around Paul. Okay. You can be no half stepping, sluggard individual around Paul. So Timothy was on point. If Paul is speaking highly of Timothy, man, Timothy was on point. Because if he wasn't on point, or if he wasn't, doing the work, man, Paul will call you out, bro. Just like the situation, all right, when him and Barnabas in the book of Acts 15, Paul was talking to Barnabas. Okay, if you go read the account, he was talking to Barnabas about going and visiting all of the brothers and the sisters who were scattered throughout Asia Minor at the time, just to see how they was doing in the faith, man. And then Barnabas wanted to bring Mark with them. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that Mark is the same Mark who wrote the book of Mark. Okay. But at this time, okay, the Apostle Paul had an issue with Mark. And the reason being is because when they was doing the work, Mark had left them. Okay. And so this time around, Paul like, hey, man, I don't want to take this guy with me because he don't want to do the work. And then Barnabas, he was arguing with Paul, trying to make a case for Mark. Paul like, no. And so it tells you in the scripture how the tension got so sharp between Paul and Barnabas that they had to separate, man. Because Paul wasn't putting up with that kind of behavior, man. If you wasn't doing the work, or if you know what I'm saying, you BSing around, you couldn't be around Paul, man. A lot of guys today you would not be around the Apostle Paul, bro. Foot dragging. okay? Lollygagging, sluggering, okay? Paul wasn't putting up with that, all right? He was not putting up with that, bro. Either you was about this work, or you had to get away from around Paul. Paul, you got to get away from around him. So, once again, him speaking highly of Timothy, bro, you got to know Timothy was on fire, bro. Doing what he had to do for the Lord's sake, man. Okay? So this is Philippians 2, verse 23. It says, therefore, I hope to send him as soon as I see how things go with me. I am confident in the Lord that I myself will also come soon. Okay? Verse 25 says, but I considered it necessary to send to you Epaphroditus, my brother, co-worker, and fellow soldier, as well as your messenger and minister to my need. So now Paul is speaking about Epaphroditus, right? He said he's a co-worker, a fellow soldier. So this was another man who was laboring with the Apostle Paul, man. And once again, if you wasn't on fire, you could not be around Paul. If you wasn't available, you could not be around Paul. Okay? If you wasn't walking according to the gospel, Paul will call you out. He was serious, man. And that should, this gotta be your mindset to be serious. Okay? That's the only how this work gonna get done unless you're serious about it. Okay? It says, verse 26, since he has been longing for you all, longing for all of you, and was distressed because you heard that he was sick. Indeed, he was so sick that he nearly died. Okay, so Epaphroditus, all right, he was sick unto death, man. He almost died from a sickness. It says, however, God had mercy on him, right, Yahweh, and not only on him, but also on me, so that I would not not have sorrow upon sorrow. So the Most High spared his life, man. It says, for this reason, I am very eager to send him so that you may rejoice again when you see him, and I may be less anxious. It says, therefore, welcome him in the Lord with great joy, and hold people like him in honor, because he came close to death for the work of Mashiach, risking his life to make up what was lacking in your ministry to me. So this brother Epaphroditus, man, Paul said, hold him in honor. And the reason being is because he almost died doing the work of the Lord, man. You got to hold that man in honor. Regardless of what you think in your mind, if a brother is making a sacrifice for the Lord, man, that's a great honor. If a man is out there on the highways and byways, bro, that's a sacrifice, bro. That is a sacrifice, because you can face death out there. So you got to hold a man like that in great honor. Especially, if you're walking according to truth and sincerity, man, because you do got false prophets out on the highways and byways. Okay? But this brother here, Epaphroditus, was a sincere brother who almost died, man, for the work's sake. Okay? So I'm gonna close out on this, man, because I'm gonna go ahead on and try to start work early today. But I just wanted to read this, man, in hopes, that it was edifying and encouraging, concerning Timothy and Epaphroditus. Yeah, man, I'm gonna close out, bro. I ain't gonna make too much longer. So with that, man, I'm gonna close out here and give our praise and glory once again unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Chakodash. Divine to the apostle Mills, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect. Shalom. Hey, shalom, shalom. Baruch Hu Tawab, shalom.